Teka lang.
Ay, nakala ko.
Hinihingal talaga ako, Day. Ano ba yan?
No deep breaths, ganon.
Ano, Ice? Kamusta?
How's life?
Sakto lang. Same.
Sakto lang.
Maganda yan. Maganda yan. Anyways, welcome back to the podcast. Of course,
Hi.
welcome back to A Cup of Coffee podcast. Napapagod pa rin ako hanggang ngayon. So, in today's episode, medyo kasi nadamay ako. Labro sa tola. Kasi the other day, or last week pala, nagsimula siyang mag-trend in, in social media. Yung tungkol dito kay Deanna Wong.
Dina.
What's her name?
Deanna Wong.
Okay. See, exactly. Basta Wong.
This is a Cup of Coffee podcast.
I read through, and what happened was there's this girl na nag-approach sa kanya, and literally like they are just like 5 inches away from each other. The girl was nagvi-video siya for her TikTok, and she was calling Dina's name. And she decided this athlete apparently decided to parang hindi, as in literal na hindi pinansin. Dude, nadoon na tayo dun sa point na parang, how do you call that? Na-invade na yung personal space niya. Kasi talagang 5 inches na ganyan na lang talaga eh. So, you can react differently. You can be rude, that's fine. Because personal space mo yun. But you have to react. Hindi siya nag-react kasi talagang dinedma na lang talaga. As in talagang hindi niya talaga pinansin. Diba? So, that's what we're gonna talk about, because I wanna find out if you guys have an experience or not, or what do you think or who do you think are the rudest celebrities that if you have an encounter, if you have any stories, or kumbaga parang, is it okay to be rude? Welcome back to the podcast. I have my coffee buddies right now. We have Jazz. Hi, Jazz.
Sawati ka.
And of course, we have Tenchika. Hi, Tenchika. What's up? And our token straight guy here, we have Ice. Welcome back, Ice.
Hey, hello everyone. Happy to be back.
Yeah. So we're actually going to be talking about this kind of conversation. I mean, it's a conversation worth talking about because may mga celebrities talaga that, feels that they have privileges, or they have privileges na parang it's okay for them just to be rude. So, let me ask you this. Do you have any stories that you've heard about any celebrities, may it be local or international? Let's see however, parang pointless namang magreklamo tayo sa international fans, sa international celebrities, because there's at least like 1% chance na makasalubong natin sila dito, right? So do you guys have any questions or stories about that? Ano?
Pwede i-bleep yung name ng celebrity.
Okay lang, mag-name drop talaga tayo, Day. Go.
Ayoko na lang.
Ano na?
Natakot ang bakit? Hindi.
Feeling mo naman mapapakinggan nila tayo.
Sa true. Hindi man tayo importante, friend.
Ay, lapit na. Personally ako si Marvin Agustin.
Ay?
Oh, okay.
Back in the days when gimmick days, syempre they're the hottest celebrities in town. Tapos they went to Baguio, gano'n. Para he wants special treatment sa club. Sa club ba yun? Sa Shakey's, sa session. Parang everyone was falling in line. He wanted to use his celebrity card talaga na i-prioritize na when everyone was falling in line.
Ano ba talaga yun?
Yeah, during those times. Inaawat siya ni G.
G.
Yeah.
Kasi they were shooting niya sa Baguio that time. Pero yung next encounter ko naman with him, he was okay naman na. Kasi they shot yung that movie nila ni Julie na yung
Oh yes, kaibigan mo ako. Kaibigan mo lang ako. And I'm so stupid to make the biggest mistake of falling in love with my best friend.
With Vanessa Del Bianco.
Ayoko na
Ayoko na saya. Yan lang. They shot kasi sa street namin, sa village. Maybe he was a different person at that time. Nung
May
second
tricycle sa
encounter.
likod mo dahil. Nasa gitna ka
So
na naman ba ng
true.
kalsada?
As usual.
Nagsusuba.
So, ano nga ba? Babe, I love you. Yun.
I love you, babe.
You told me that you love me. Ayoko na sa'yo. Sinungaling. Eat this. Ganon. That was her line. That was Vanessa Del Bianco's line. Alright. I remember that. Pero kasi, I gathered a couple of information. And one of the people na medyo, or one of the local celebrities na medyo, I find it shocking. However, parang reading through entries about her, medyo iba pala. So, apparently, Lea Salonga, she was doing this concert, parang nasa ibang bansa yata sila, but on the left hand ng stage was a door, and then she asked everyone to open the door para makita niyo yung mga anak niya na nasa sa isang sulok. Ay, yun lang yun. Okay, so here's the story. She brought her kid in the concert. She even asked nga na pinagpabuksan yung pinto sa hall para lang makita niya yung anak niya at pamangkin niya naglalaro. That's understandable. Apparently, merong isang tao, may isang fan na nagsabing, Leia, I love you. And she said, rather than saying thank you or I love you too, right? Ang sinabi lang ni Lea Salonga while on a microphone, why do you love me? Do you even know me? Are we even relatives?
Ooh, girl!
Okay.
She was in the, I don't know ha, I don't know why people are like this. Like, hindi ko makuha yung konsepto na magpapaka mas sikat na artista ako. Gagawin ko lahat para sumikat ang pagiging artista. But I'll just be rude. I don't get the concept of why do you think it's like that? Ice, ikaw, sa tingin mo, why are other people like this?
Well, number one, I think they're in it for the money, right? Pero yung situation kasi ni Ate Wong, sa tingin ko iba yun. Pero also, I don't really want to speculate that much kasi we don't really know what's happening sa utak ng mga tao at that particular moment. Maybe something pissed her off, right? I don't think there's someone who's super rude would be someone also very popular in the first place. So some people find something in them that's attractive, and that's what makes them popular, whether it's their talent, whether it's their personalities, or etc. But we can't expect someone to act 100% the good guy or good person at all times. So whenever I hear news like that, parang baka may bad mood lang siya or baka may masama lang nangyari na hindi natin alam, na hindi natin kailangan malaman. Unless it's something na medyo paulit-ulit, right? And in the first place, I don't really care about celebrities din naman, pero I tend to see them as human beings din. So we're not perfect, and things like that do happen even sa pinakamabait na tao.
I don't know about
Thank
that
you.
though. I don't know about that. Tenshi, ikaw.
Kasi this thing happened to me like a long while back when I was still service crew. Si Kuya Boji. Siyempre, di ba? You grew up.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. Go ahead, continue.
Siyempre, ikaw bata ka. You grew up with Batibot and then you idolize this guy. I'm like, Kuya Boji. He was like, wait ka tatanga-tanga nilan. Ito, bibili ako. Parang, Parang, I was taken aback. You're an image for kids and then you're like this? Dude, okay. So, my childhood was shattered.
Actually, na-experience ko din yan. I was working sa Channel 4, sa NBN, Channel 4. And tapos yung apartment ko was yung nasa gitna ng kanto ng gano'n, ng Christian at Muslim, lagi may nagsasaksak. So, may malapit din kasi doon McDonald's. I think he lives around that place.
Near that area.
Yeah, near the area. Kasi parang malapit din doon yung old house ni Julina Magdangal eh.
Doon sa may...
So, this is same guy, Kuya Boji. So, syempre for me, how do you call that? Kasi katulad mo, I grew up watching Batibot. But I don't know what happened on that that day. Pero it was umaga nun bibili ako ng breakfast ko kasi typical New Yorker ako, nabibili ako ng breakfast, kakainin ko yung hamburger papunta ng trabaho ko. Ganun kasi ako So, pagpasok ko doon, ganun na siya, parang medyo stern na siya. Tapos may magpapapicture na how do you call that, na tao. Sinabi niya, nakikita mo ba kumakain ako? Gumanon siya. Na-shock ako. Hard. I mean, and this is answering what I said. Now, we don't really know just exactly what that person is going through. And I understand that. It's understandable. But the question is, does the celebrity know in what length this fans did para lang makapagpa-picture sa kanya? Diba? Like for example, and this is something that this is the reason why I was really taken aback on this kind of stories, because sinabi mo nga, di ba, baka mamaya pera-pera lang. Yun naman pala pera-pera lang yung mga fans na yan ang nagbibigay ng pera sa'yo.
You won't be there without.
Yeah, exactly. And on the story of Deanna Wong, parang it's not like na lagi siyang nasa Boracay. It's not like she's always in Boracay. So itong taong to, maybe hindi siya nakakapunta ng Manila every now and then, right? Or ever. So she took the opportunity to para magpa-video, magpa-picture. She could say no. And that's it, 'di ba? Pero she chose not to look at the person. And that was the reason why I was like, ano naman ang problema? Sabi nga ni Bianca Del Rio because she's being asked about this a million times already. May mga drag race alums daw na ayaw nagpapapicture sa public. Kasi parang ang sabi nila, sa fan meet ka na lang pumunta, magbayad ka, yung parang gano'n. Which, it's okay. I mean, that's okay. That's their job. But, sabi nga ni Bianca, if they don't want to have their pictures taken, don't go out. Huwag kang lumabas. And that for me is like, yeah, that's right. If you don't want to be mugged by your fans, di huwag ka magpaka-celebrity.
Yeah.
Right? Actually, I mean, that's something that I'm like looking at. Meron pa ng iba. Here's another story that I was able to see. So ito, si Bea Alonzo, super bait niya. May taping sila dito. This is a story that I was able to get in somewhere online. But may taping sila dito sa amin and ang daming tao na gustong magpa-picture sa kanya during the break. At lahat talaga chinaga niyang magpa-picture. But after noon, tsaka lang siya bumalik. Tapos nung nag-taping na ulit, sinabi niya, wait lang kayo. After ng taping ulit, labas ulit siya, nagpa-picture ulit siya. Meanwhile, kasama niya doon sa scene na yon si Julia Barreto. And Julia Barreto, or one of, if I'm not mistaken, Yaya or PA, ang kasama niya, nakaharang yung PA kay Julia Barreto. And this is something like, parang like what Jazz said, na parang she needs to be prioritized every time. So what do you think about that? Like, ito batikan at baguhan. In comparison, mas batikan si Bea kay Julia. So, medyo may there's a actually yung power dynamic, mas sikat naman si Bea in comparison to Julia. But bakit ganon? Bakit si Bea go? Bakit si Julia hindi? And they're doing the same thing. Nag-shooting sila nung panahong yun.
I don't know what it is with the Barreto sister and family. Pero they feel like they're Kardashian or something.
I don't know. Other than the story na parang get off of my building from Gretchen Barreto. Gretchen doesn't really have much of issue ng pagiging maarte niya. She's maarte, period. Pero hindi siya, kumbaga parang, she's not rude to her fans.
Wow.
Right? She's maarte, period. So, kumbaga parang maartehan ka man maartehan ka man ni Gretchen Barreto, hindi siya plastic. Ganun siya, right? Pero si Julia pa-virgin ang effect, pero ganun ang dating.
Agree. Virgin.
Let me explain myself. Charot!
Saan ka virgin friend? Bars?
Uy, Lalo yun, hindi ko eh.
Ay, oo nga pala. Sorry, guys.
Ice, you're gonna say something?
No, I was laughing.
Okay.
Nagkatawa lang talaga ako dito.
So, ganun
Yun lang
ka
ang
lang.
bag.
Yun lang ang ambag mo. Pero hindi like, again, I want to, how do you call that? Understand the psyche of, because we're not celebrities. However, for example, like, here in Batangas, medyo, marami akong kilala. Maraming nakakakilala sa akin. Half of the time, yung bumabati sa akin, I don't even know. Or I can't remember. My memories are like, mushed already. Pero, what I've noticed is that in my face, I look rude in my face. Like, if you're only going to see me right now and look at me right now, if I don't smile, I look like this.
Resting bitch face.
Exactly.
This is Scorpio thing, I think.
And I realize, and this is something like a lot of people about, kahit mga katrabaho ko, akala namin dati, maldita ka kasi ganyan kang tumingin. But the truth is, magpapahinga lang yung mukha ko. Nakakakalay ngumiti. But it actually forced me to smile even more. Because I don't want to come across rude.
Yeah.
Ganun kasi, may ganun kasing celebrity na, again, we understand that we're not at 100% every time na ganun ang kailangan nilang nakangiti. However, wag silang magagalit pag sinabihan silang rude sila. Kasi, ganun talaga eh. Constant dapat silang
Oo.
naka 100%.
Ito mo si Kristen Stewart. Same lang.
Parang ini-interview siya, ganun lang talaga yung mukha niya.
Walang galaw. Nakakaloka.
Pero hindi kasi, yun di ba? Parang, it has to be, there has to be like, how do you call that? I don't know like, for example, hindi kasi katulad itong si, I don't know if you've heard about this. Di ba before, si Liza Soberano was under OG Diaz, right? OG Diaz specifically tells all of his talent na pagdating mo sa taping, si Hodang ikaw ang unang billing, magha-hi ka sa lahat ng artistang nasa loob, magbebeso ka at magbe-bless ka sa lahat ng matatandang nasa sa shooting. To the point where nagbeso-beso si Liza Soberano sa mga cameraman at janitor.
Marunong sumunod.
Ha?
Marunong sumunod. Very good.
O diba? Pero kasi, kumbaga parang na-train siya ng matino. In all fairness kay Liza, na-train siya ng matino. Kaya walang, kumbaga parang, on her history of, doing things in ABS-CBN, wala kang naririnig na masama sa kanya.
Mm-mm.
Kasi, clearly, from security guards, janitors, kaya makisama ni Liza Soberano. However, there are instances, like for example, yung crush mo, Jazz, Jake Cuenca is an actual bully. So, at binubully niya yung mga extra. Merong isang story akong nakuha na sabi daw nung isang extra, sabi niya, palagi daw silang pinariringgan at kinakantahan ng libre lang mangarap, managinip ka habang gising ka.
I like that song.
Pero ano ba
Iba kasi yung...
pero yung context.
Oo.
Yung context. How do you feel about it? Di ba bet na bet mo si Jake Jazz?
Dati, pero yun nga, when I found out na ganyan yung ugali niya,
Oh.
at saka may nag-splok sa akin na talagang kailangan niya na madaming foot powder.
Oh!
At may halitosis daw si kuya mo.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sad.
Nice.
Kaya pala, the usual comment is, pagparating si Jake, kasi ang lakas na ng pabango. Ganon. But, if you remember, Mother, yung wave mate ko sa TP, na he worked with him, si what you call his face? Jake Cuenca, ganun. Sabi niya, yan, B? Rude talaga yan. Kasi nag-Star Magic nga din si Batla. Pero ngayon, siya na ang handler ni Mutia Johansson Datul sa Vietnam.
Si Jake Cuenca.
No, my friend.
Okay. Kaya na lang kasi, ano dyan?
Kinabahan ako, bakla. Nagkakape pa man din ako.
Binibigla si Baka.
Coke pa lang kasi, Mother, na iinom ko. Wait lang.
Pero ganun,
Pagkagising
di
ko,
ba?
ganun.
Pero yun nga, parang does that give them the right na magpaka... First and foremost, hindi naman let's all be honest, hindi naman pang best actor ang gano'n. Ang acting ni Jake Cuenca from the get-go hanggang ngayon, ganun pa rin.
Oo, iisa lang ng style. Pero going back kay Dina Naturo, I think kaya siya ganyan or whatever is because na-experience kasi nila is yung nagkunwaring what you call this, fan na pinoprovoke sila na magmaldita. See, I'm not a fan of Dina. In fact, siya yung pinakaayaw kong setter ng Ateneo. She came from Ateneo nung UAAP days. Siya yung pinakaayaw ko. Pero the kwento kasi about that vlogger na nag-post is pina-follow niya talaga si Nadina. And yun yung parang pinoprovoke nila lagi na
Ay.
ganon.
So,
But,
na magmaldita.
However, only recently, meron ng footage si Dina na extra naman ang pag-wave at pag-smile. After the scandal, effort naman siya ngayon. So if ever, and it needs, and I love that context. I love that context that someone actually does provoke them to be rude, right? However, on that context, kung ikaw ay laging napoprovoke na maging rude, doesn't that ask you to be more nicer to people?
Actually.
Diba? Kasi like,
I'd be rude. Charot.
diba, parang hindi kasi like for example, ang question kasi then is that kung ikaw ay pinoprovoke, like for example how TMZ does their, lalo na yung mga paparazzi shots, right?
Oo, yung biglang
Oo, di ba?
Biglang ira-rush. Tapos,
I get that. I really get that na parang sige, you can be rude at that. However, itong mga paano yun? Merong mga tao or merong, like for example on this case, yung Chocomucho ba siya?
Yeah.
Na yung management nila said na hindi ganun that they value the fans and stuff like that. Nasaan yung apology ng tao? Nasaan ang apology niya para dun sa fan? Kasi kung halimbawa, tunay na fan yun, paano yun? Nga na. Okay lang. Diba? When you're a celebrity, I feel like kailangan automatic 100% ka lagi all the time. Regardless kahit may nagpo-provoke sa'yo. Kasi ganun nga, si Pink to ha, internationally popular na celebrity.
Musician.
Yeah. So, one of the times na nagpa-practice sila do sa concert niya, kasi si Pink pag sa concert niya, meron siya mga harness kinembot. Na lagi siya lumilipad-lipad din ganyan. So, one time nagre-rehearsal sila, hindi na ikabit yung kabilang harness niya. Sumalimpad talaga siya sa kabilang part ng stage.
Sumobra ng
So ngayon, rehearsal yon. So ngayon, nung panahon yon, pumunta siya ng ospital. Kasama niya yung doktor, yung team niya, nasa ospital siya. Sa kabilang, nasa ER siya. Okay, international pop star ito. Nasa ER siya, fine. Nasa kabilang part ng ER, may isang lalaki na parang parang duguan daw eh. Dahil yung lalaki, malaking lalaki siya. Sabi niya daw kay Pink, Pink, come here, sign this picture for my daughter. Lumapit si Pink, siya yung lumpo ha. So anong excuse ni Dina?
Ako may ako dyan ha.
May
So, question lang muna, since I'm not familiar. So, si Dina at the moment still a professional volleyball player.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kasi ako sa tingin ko, there's different types of celeb. Now, in specific to Dina's case, she's a celebrity because I assume she plays well. And that's pretty much all she needs to be in the team. Regardless if maging popular siya outside of playing volleyball and stuff. So all she needs pretty much is the skills. And then she'd be good in my head. Diba? In comparison to celebrities na for entertainment, of course they need to please the people outside because they are there to watch them perform. As to Dina, she just needs the skill to perform pretty much. And as long as the team wins, I guess medyo okay lang. So,
kasi
go.
Kasi nga mother, yung kay Dina is, yung lately lang naman nangyari yung rude video niya na ganun. Pero kasi every time she comes home kasi she's from Cebu. Every time, simula nung naging part siya ng national team, laging may homecoming sa kanya yung mga Cebuanos. Tapos pumupunta talaga sa bahay nila, nagpapapicture, nilalabas niya naman. Tapos nakikipag-meet talaga siya sa mga fans, or pag nasa labas siya sa Cebu, nagpapapicture naman siya. Kaya parang sabi ko, parang imposibleng lagi siyang ganyan na rude talaga na pinipaint nila. Kasi simula ng UAAP career kasi niya, pag umuwi siya ng Cebu, she's treated like a celebrity.
Kapit-bahay niya yung mga yun She doesn't have a choice.
No mother, may mga talaga,
Hindi,
nagpupunta ng mga fans.
Yeah, but they're all from Cebu.
Yeah. Kababayan niya yun. She's literally required because in all fairness, pag ganyan, at isang beses lang siyang magsuplada sa Cebu, malamang masugod ang bahay nila. Right? Okay. And this is how, and I mean, di ba? Hello? Pero like, ikaw, what's his face? Si Sunny ng ganon. I just can't pronounce his full name kasi Korean, ng Spurs. Kapapanalo lang nila sa World Cup series ng FIFA World Cup.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ito just like what you said, Ice, he's only how do you call that, required to just be good at sports. Pero, well, hindi lang yon. Everyone on the football league respects and have only high praises towards Sunny. And even from Korean siya, nasa sa UK siya to represent UK. Zero chismis against him. So we always have to look at, like for example, itong si Dina. Yes, she's only required to be good at sports. However, she's representing Choco Mucho. And Choco
May
Mucho.
tanong pala ako.
Go ahead.
Kasi ako kasi kanina ko lang napanood yung video. And based on what Jazz said, so she's reactive naman kahit papaano, sabihin na natin, sa mga fans niya. Because I can't imagine what could have happened to make someone not react to anything at all. So ako sa isip ko malamang nangyayari. Kasi nga may iniisip lang ba posible na mali mo pinagalitan siya nung kaya lahat sila medyo wala sa or something.
So meron pa siya, may kwento pa ako yung parang ganyan din yung nangyari. Teammate din nila sa Ateneo, si Dr. Dendan Lazaro Revilla. Parang they just lost the game, tapos may fan na gusto magpa-picture. Pumayag siya magpa-picture kahit kita yung umiiyak-iyak pa siya. Pero gusto kasi ni fan na umakbay sa kanya. So she felt na hindi dapat. Tapos yun, yung pinapakalat is maldita talaga to si Denden. Ganyan. Parang, dude, she just lost the game. Tapos babae siya. Siyempre, hindi naman niya sure na bakla ka talaga or whatever. Ganun. Tapos, siyempre, ayaw niya magpa-akbay. Tapos yun yung pinipaint sa kanya ngayon na maldita siya, suplada, and the likes. Kaya minsan din, hindi ko masisi sila na, kasi ang explanation ni Denden is, yun nga, I am an athlete, I don't want to be a celebrity. Pero, magpapapicture naman ako, just don't invade my privacy kasi parang it felt awkward na aakbayan mo siya na hindi tayo magkakilala.
So, knowing now, I mean, going back tayo, parang ako naman, wala naman kasing problema sa akin and I truly understand why you would be, parang naiintindihan ko naman kung ayaw mo magpa-picture. Right? I understand that. 100% I understand that. We all have our off days. And maybe Dina was on her off day. Like, she doesn't want to be bothered. However, if she would have just smiled, if she would have just politely said no, then it wouldn't have, para regardless kung halimbawa itong yung mga sinasabi ni Jazz na, how do you call that? Yung may mga nagpo-provoke na mga tao to be rude, right? Pwede kasing mag-polite pasensya na, next time na lang, yung ganon. Para regardless, kahit makuhanan ka ng video or photo saying no, it's a clear, polite way of saying, parang hindi ka pwedeng ma-question kasi you said no politely. What I don't think that, and this is something that a lot of our celebrities are, how do you call that? Parang dito nagkikick in yung mga privileges nila. And this doesn't just happen in a celebrity, kahit mga politiko, ganyan din. Na parang akala mo they shouldn't be taken, dapat hindi sila pinpicturan, dapat hindi sila naaabala and stuff like that. However, let's go back to the root where kung hindi dahil sa tao, hindi ka artista, hindi ka politiko, right?
Totoo naman.
Diba?
Baka nga
Baka natatay siya.
Baka nagmamadali.
Kasi diba,
yes.
Pero siguro, Mother, I'm not like, the type of person na mahilig sa mga celebrity. Kaya siguro yun yung point of view ko. Actually, isa sa reason na, bebe boy ako dati. Ganyan. Ang hilig niya magpa-picture sa celebrity pag nakakakita siya. Like one time sa Greenbelt, parang he saw yung jowa ni what's his face? Melay?
Jason. Yeah, okay.
You can see in his face na parang nagtatalo sila nung kausap niya, siguro manager niya or whatever. Tapos lumapit na naman tong kumag na bebe boy ko. Magpapapicture, syempre tinanggihan siya. Parang, kita mo yung mukha ng tao, hindi sila nag-agree sa pinag-uusapan nila. Tapos i-istorbohin mo ng magpapapicture kang gano'n. Syempre talagang magiging rude talaga yung tao. Yung parang, hindi ba obvious na nagtatalo kami?
But the question is, how was the rejection done?
Sabi niya, sorry sir, wag muna.
Oh.
Tapos, ang pinagkakalat niya ngayon is rude.
Okay.
Tapos yung ina-upload niyang video is clip na dun sa nakita ko. Iba na ang So yung parang, yun lang. Tao din sila eh.
Speaking of that, then to add, parang at our current society where everything can be found on, there's a lot of, like, especially videos, you can definitely manipulate to show a different side. Malay mo si Ate Wong, nag-sorry na nung simula. Kinat ni ate. Tapos yung pinakita yung side. So, we don't really know the full story. Kaya, ayun. Hindi naman ang celebrity parang.
Oo, natuto na din ako. I mean, we do have people that does that to maybe pwede nga namang clout chasing din lang itong babaeng ito. Because she's doing TikTok, so clearly she wants to be as well, online celebrity, 'di ba? Pwedeng gawin 'yon. But parang ang sa akin lang kasi is that if you are in this industry, okay? If you are in the industry where you are shoved in front of millions of people, you have to always be at 100%. Kasi parang ito kasi ang masakit dyan, and this I got this from Regine Velasquez movie with Robin Padilla, Kailangan Kita. Kasi parang doon sa isang scene nila, parang tinatanong siya ni parang nanalo si Robin Padilla, 'di ba, sa isang contest, parang win a date with Regine Velasquez, parang ganon. Ang ginawa ni Robin Padilla, tinanong niya lahat ng kapitbahay niya, ano yung mga questions niyong gustong itanong kay doon sa artista, and on the date, ginawa yun ng ganon. Ginawa yun ni Robin Padilla, yung character ni Robin Padilla, where he asked questions doon sa celebrity. And the celebrity was like, ang unang tanong, ang isang sa mga tanong ni Robin Padilla was, ano yung kinaiiritahan mo bilang a celebrity? And the celebrity said na parang, I don't like always being asked questions, and I don't like how do you call that? Laging nagpapapicture sa akin. Okay? Yun ang sabi ng character ni Regine. Pero sabi niya, however, ako ayoko nang napipicturan. However, what if yung nagpapapicture, isang beses niya lang magagawa yun sa buong buhay niya. Pag tinanggihan ko siya, automatically, sira na yung ganun. Yung mawawala yung fans niyang yun. And that's one thing that stuck to me na parang, yeah, it's a job for them, for the celebrities, but it's not a job for the fans. What if itong fans na to was just a super diehard fan? What if let's just say na itong babaeng nag-upload ng video na to about Tina was just a diehard fan of Tina. So, wala na. Nasira na yung illusion ng ganun niya, ng idol niya sa kanya. And that's where a lot of the celebrities are, how do you call that? Parang doon sila nagkakamali. Kasi they have to gauge kasi kung paano nila i-manage yung mga ganong klaseng tao. And unfortunately, dito sa Pilipinas, everyone can be a celebrity. Kahit nga hindi nga magaling na artista, nasa sa ABS-CBN at sa GMA7. Artista na daw yung mga yun. Diba? So, they are not trained properly on how to handle people. They don't have a management team like OG Diaz na parang na parang ito yung kailangan mong i-manage yung how do you call that, on how you know talk to other people. Diba?
Like yung speech ni ni Angge sa loyalty kineso ng Star Magic, yung message for the new artist na maging mabait ka sa lahat ng katrabaho mo, hanggang sa PA, sa cameraman, sa linesman, kasi one day sila yung magiging boss mo. And it pays to be nice to everyone, kasi nung nabigay nga sa kanya yung mga breaks na role niya, nag-benefit talaga siya kasi nire-recommend siya ngayon ng mga dati yung nakatrabahong mga maliliit na tao pa lang.
Exactly.
That time na
Diba? Like for example, and regardless if I am a follower of this athlete, Dina, regardless. So for example ngayon, if I have something, for example, let's say milyonaryo ako, no? At gusto kong meron akong business na ganun, na gusto kong ang volleyball team ang mag-represent. Let's say, if I own Choco Mucho at hindi ko kilala personally si Dina at ito lang ang nakita ko, well, I won't book her. It's as simple as that. Because yung kahit na fake o hindi ang storyng ginawa, dahil ito lang ang nakita ko, wala akong magagawa, no choice. Her career can be, and buti na lang, volleyball player lang siya. Nilang ko lang talaga. Pero alam mo, buti na lang, volleyball player siya. And she doesn't really, do. Like, pero, in comparison with Eliza Valdez, Eliza is, big in the sports industry. And wala din siyang chismis na ganyan. So, why? Why is, parang, yun lang kasi ang tanong ko, bakit siya? Siya lang talaga. Kasi, I'm pretty sure naman, and just, I don't know if you can jump into this, yung bang mga vloggers na yun na nagte-tempt na maging rude ang mga sports athletes, hindi ba nila inattempt si Eliza Valdez?
Meron. Pero syempre sa laki ng fandom ni Eliza, talagang napapatungan yung mga anti-Eliza.
Diba?
Tabon na tabon.
So, it only goes to show na talagang she was caught off guard. Itong batang ito, kawawa naman siya. I'm pretty sure she's a nice person. But, nahuli siya. Too bad.
Na-tsempohan.
Oo. So, ito na lang. So, when it comes to on a day-to-day basis, like for you guys, kayo ba merong time na naging rude kayo sa katrabaho nyo? Si Jazz, wala. Si Tenshiko, oo. Ikaw, Ice?
Definitely.
What happened?
No. Because again, the perception of you and how you act towards others might be different from what you think, diba? So some of your actions might look rude to others, pero to you, hindi pala. Diba? So for example, as a supervisor, I would sometimes tell my trainers what needs to be done, and sometimes it might come off as a little rude, especially with the word choices that I might have used at the time, but my intentions were good. So I'm pretty sure that there were instances like that, although it was never raised to me personally. But after the fact, I would realize na parang good nga pala yung sinabi ko namin. Dapat ito yung sinabi ko. Then I'll go back and then let them know, sorry, ito yung intention ko sa mga sinabi ko. Baka iba kasi yung perception. So there's definitely an instance like that. Ayun.
Hindi kasi ako naman kasi parang ganon, parang na-experience ko is that, so I was doing a huddle and I was blatant ako naman kasi rekta ako magsalita. I don't sugarcoat whatsoever. As long as when it comes to work, it's just work. Like, maging rude man o kung ano man ang sasabihin ko, if it's connected to work, then it's about work. Nothing more, nothing less. And I'm happy to say na parang malaki, I mean, on the team that I was handling then, they know that. So parang may sinabi akong ganyan na parang I was just like, Tenshiko, you need to work on this. Jessica, you need to work on that and stuff like that. Merong isang tao dun sa team ko na nag-react badly, na nakarating sa operations manager ko. I was like, what was that all about? So, I think it's not, and when we talked about it, ginather ko ulit yung team ko, so medyo may na-offend pala, o sino yan, sabihin na natin kung sino yan. So, wala pa rin umaamin. So, yung isang matandang babae pa man din, ang nagsabi na, baka kasi mamaya, hindi ka lang niya naintindihan, kasi kaming lahat naintindihan na ka namin. Kung sino man yan, as ito pinagparinig na siya, kung sino man siya, umamin na lang.
Nag-iisang pago.
Oo. Parang, alam mo, yung team ko talagang handle ko talaga, na from the get-go, intindi nila kung how I talk. So, maybe it's not for you at least, eyes, no? Maybe it's not the use of language. Because I could be rude as well, but it would still come across okay. Pero it's not the way that you said it, it's how they received it. And that is where, like, diba, parang, kasi kahit naman, like for example, sa ating apat, kahit mura ako yung putang ina mo. For everyone, I'm like, yeah, okay, well, he cursed, that's it. Pero if you don't really know me, if that word is triggering to you, kahit patawa, paiyak na ang pagsasabi ko ng PUTI, pala.
Oh my God, I feel so offended right now.
Ano?
Oh my God, I feel so offended right now.
Diba? Oh, pero yun nga, diba? Pero kayo, diba? Kasi, again, it's not the way that it's not the way that I said it. It's the way that you received it. And however, ito pa nga ito, classic Naomi Campbell. An interview with Graham Norton.
Something Graham.
So sabi ni Graham Norton na parang you can be really intimidating and stuff like that. Sabi ni Naomi Campbell, you think I'm intimidating. That's on you, not on me. Which is true. Kasi, again, naka-resting bitch face ka. People say, ay, ang rude ni bakla, hindi nakikipag-usap. That's on you. Kasi, baka nga naman tong si Naomi Campbell, nakatulala. Diba?
Oo.
So,
Lali pa ng utak. Pakialam niya sa'yo.
Oo. So, parang, that's, again, you need, and I guess, let's just say that rude naman talaga si Naomi Campbell. Wala naman talaga tayo magagawa. Pero again, it's on the way that, you handle things. Are you gonna be, parang, are you gonna prove them right or are you gonna prove them wrong? Right? So pag halimbawa ganun na parang, si Tenshiko ganun. Diba parang maldita to sa tunay na buhay, which is true.
Oo.
Hindi naman maldita si Tenshiko eh. Ganun lang siya, aloof lang siya sa lahat ng tao. Aminin mo.
Aloof ba yun?
It's hard for you to connect to other people.
Because only child.
Matagal ka magtimpla kung paano mo approach yung tao or
si Ice, ngayon lang ako nakita kanina lang. So it takes time for me to warm up. Yes.
Ay, warm na
Ay, ako sa'yo.
Ang landi yung dalawa.
Yun yung warm.
Hindi.
Pero kasi di ba like
ako nag-share ng stories ko sa crush. Parang kapatid.
Kilala ko nga yung crush niya, Minin.
Ilakad mo na, B. Charot.
Itatakbo ko nga, kaya lang ayaw sa kanya nito.
Uy, hindi ka naman makaano.
Aray! Makapagsalita na ba to si Teshika? Ayaw naman kasi. Ikaw naman.
Bakit gusto mo yun?
Diba? Like in that statement, kung hindi mo kilala si Tenshiko, parang nakaka-offend tong babaeng to
Oo.
Parang
Sanay
gano'n,
na
di
rin sa
ba?
akin.
So yun, may kanya-kanya tayong
Aminin mo,
pang-unawa.
Tenshiko, ganon. Kung hindi ko, ako ito, and I will be honest with you, kung hindi ko pa sinakyan ang trip mo na Japanese, hindi tayo magiging ganito ka-close, aminin mo.
That's true. Oo.
Diba? Noong panahon yun, parang, I mean, there are times that people, may mga tao talaga, and maybe minalas lang talaga doon si batang si Dina na to, no, na on that specific time aloof siya sa lahat ng tao. Maybe that's the word, that's the case. Pero may mga tao talaga na hirap kumonekta sa ibang tao quickly. Kumukonekta naman sila, kaya lang medyo
May na-signal.
Oo. Diesel, ang tagal mag-init, gano'n.
Sorry na,
Pero I'm pretty sure that this kid is really nice. I'm sure of that. I mean, she wouldn't have friends if she's not nice. Pero, yun nga, it has to be, she has to work on something, on that, at least. She has to work on that to be 100%, there all the time. Kasi kung hindi, ito, tulad niya, sumablay siya. Kasi sayang naman. Paano kung halimbawa, doon, sponsor pala, di ba, ganun yun yung mga, ang tawag dito, di ba, nagkalat ngayon sa TikTok at sa social media ngayon, yung mga kunwaring, yung mga,
kunyari, random person
lang. Yung mga Polish na
video. Pero yung pala, mamimigay ng pera. Uy, sayang yun.
Oo, di ba? Malay mo, nagkagano pala, ayaw mo pala magpa-picture ha, mukha, nabibigyan ng 10 milyon. Sayang yung 10 milyon, di ba? Yung ganon. So you have to always be kind to other people. Regardless, di ba? Baka mamaya, nasa hidden camera ka pala.
Wow, oo nga.
Oo nga, baka.
Diyos ko, sana maganon ako. Pucha, sa dami ng humingi ng nabudol pa ako.
Hindi mo deserve yun kasi mamaya pagdating sa'yo ng 10 milyon, ubusin mo lang sa sapatos at sa plato.
O hindi.
Plato na kayo pinamimili ng bakla.
Oh my God. Ano ba yan,
bagong
Noritake?
Actually, meron din.
Noritake. Mahal yun, friend.
Maganda bakla. Kasi pag
maganda. Pero,
pag nahuhulog mo, hindi siya nagwawatak-watak na, hindi siya nababasag agad-agad.
Ang gusto kong ceramic na plato, yung pag binato mo, tumatalbog.
Yung mother, yung Corel. Yung brand, mura lang yun.
Mahal. Uy, hindi. Mahal din.
Bakla, 3,000 lang yun. Tapos
Hindi nga ako bumibili ng lampas 500.
At least yun, parang kang bumili ng insurance, may peace of mind ka kahit mabitawan mo.
Ano ka ba?
Hindi siya
Yung mga plato,
ng
yung mga plato ni Tenshiko, ganoon yung binibili niya yung kinikilo. Yung per kilo na plato, ano ka ba?
Akala mo.
Kasi
syempre kasi pag umiidad ka na, di ba, minsan pag naghuhugas ka ng plato, nabibitawan mo kasi naninigas. Nakailan na ako, wala namang nababasag eh. Tumatalbog lang din.
Mas mayaman si Tenshiko kasi pag nabasag, tinatapon na lang, bibili na lang ng bagong set.
Bago.
Yun nga lang, again, per kilo.
Nice.
Na-miss ko yun sa Maynila, in fairness, yung per kilong baso at gano'n.
Saan yun?
Meron kasi before sa gano'n, sa Muñoz.
Hindi ko na yan. Tumira ko ng Muñoz.
Sorry ka. Meron doon. Sa may...
Wala
doon sa,
na yata.
Doon sa may hilera ng gano'n, ng 7-Eleven sa kabila. Hindi doon sa Muñoz mismo ha.
Ay, wala na yun.
Wala na yun. Sayang.
Oo.
Alam ko may maliit na mall doon eh, di ba?
Ha? Ay, sa, Lemon Square?
Hindi. Di ba yung... sa may iglesia.
Putang inang celebrity. Layo naman nun! Nagsasabi mo bakla dyan, iglesia.
Yung Jackman?
Oo, yun. Jackman Hotel. Mall.
Uy, malaki na siya ngayon.
Talaga?
Oo.
Favorite spot ko dyan yung Andox.
Bakit doon ko nang lalaki?
Hindi, mother, kasi yung sa likod nung Andox.
Yung sabi ng Golden Flame, yung may mga GRO, ganon.
Hindi, kasi yung sa likod ng Andox, pwedeng inuman doon. Actually, doon ko na pala, mother, si Ryan Bang, and sina James Reid.
Oh.
Doon, kumain sila doon, sa likod ng Andox. Oo, tapos may inuman doon. Kasi parang sinamahan nila si Ryan Bang. Parang first gig niya ata yun after PBB. Parang nag-host siya something sa Studio 23. Parang ganun.
I see.
Pero wala namang lumalapit magpa-picture sa kanila. Kasi kita nga nila na busy-busyhan ang mga ng kung anong next na gagawin. Di ba yung...
sa Quezon City, mga ewan ko ba?
Sa QC kasi, common ang artista, kalat.
Oo. Kapitbahay, marami dito. So parang, okay.
Parang
Daanan
model, di ba?
lang.
Sa CGS, di ba? Parang usual na nandyan makikita mo nagwawala si Alex Cresano, naghahabulan sila dati ni Ethel, ganun. Parang normal na kasi yun eh.
Wow.
True naman, si Bakla.
Anyway, sa akin naman yung kay as a fan, yung kay Dina. As a fan din siguro para i-gauge mo din kung anong state of mind ng idol mo, kung pwede mo ba siyang i-approach or something. Kasi baka kagaya niyan yung kaya pala nagmamadaling umuwi kasi tumakas lang pala sa training tapos nalaman na nasa Boracay siya. So,
pwede.
Yung ganon. Kasi alam ko naka-training. Oo, kasi alam ko dapat naka-training period sila ngayon.
Or you know what these people can how do you call that nawala sa yung train of yung parang what these people need is a good publicist or a PR person with them. Para kasi alam mo yun, parang yes, I understand na like for example ay may taong hindi naman yung katulad ng kay ganun yung kay Julia Barreto na hinarangan niya na yung artista para lang hindi mapicturean. But a good PR person or good publicist should have been there and told them, uy, next time na lang kayo magpa-picture kasi ganito, ganyan. Kasi, again, someone other than the celebrity to explain why they cannot take their pictures. Kasi, like for example, kasi automatic na iisipin ng mga tao, dapat, kung celebrity ka, dapat okay ka sa picture, okay ka sa ganyan. May mga tao nga na ganun. Ito yung crush kong basketball player, si Richie Rivero. Yung isang movie niya, Otlum, producer doon, yung producer doon, friend ko yung producer premiere night. Kasama ko yung producer, sabi ko, huy, kailangan ko naman ng picture with gano'n. O kaya kahit gano'n, una nga parang sabi ko, baka naman pwedeng pa fan sign kay gano'n, kay Rivero,
Richie.
In-approach niya si Richie, sabi niya, okay lang sa akin. Kaya lang kasi ang PR at ang publicist nila, hindi pa mapayag ng gano'n, ng fan sign. Kasi magkakaingitan, which it makes total sense. It makes total sense naman. However, alam mo parang if it was not relayed to me properly, automatic sira yung pantasya ko kay Richie Rivero. 'Di ba? Hello, producer mo na yung humihingi ng fansign, hindi ka pwede. Yung ganon, right? So ang ginawa na lang ng ganon ko nung friend ko na producer, picture na lang. Nagpa-picture na lang kami kasi gusto ko nga talaga sa fansign kasi nagdi-DJ pa ako dito sa local radio station, so it would have been amazing for me. Kaya lang syempre parang naintindihan ko naman na hindi pwede ngayon kasi yung PR hindi pwede mapayag, which makes sense, which total makes sense. Ganon, so parang kailangan mo talaga meron kang tagaharang na parang that would be, how do you call that, respectful to you and to your fans. Diba? Kasi pangit yung ganun, papangit ang tingin ng tao sa'yo pag nagkataon.
Oo. Siguro yung kay Dina, hindi na manage ng road manager nila.
Mukha naman wala siyang road manager ng panahong yun. Kaya ganun.
Siguro nga, tumakas lang talaga yung mga yun. Charot. Kasi yung nakita ko sa video is, hindi niya current teammate, yung kasama niya.
Mga kaibigan.
Oo, mga kaibigan niya. So siguro yun, tumakas nga lang si Batla. Yun yung mali niya. Huwag ka kasi tumatakas.
Baka nabembang yung pagbalik. Yan,
actually, ganun. Diba? Actually, ganun. Yun nga, yung mayroon na nga public apology ang PR ng Choco Mucho. Pero siya wala. So alam mo, parang dapat nag-issue na lang din siya ng apology. Kasi again, it's not about, when you become a celebrity, it's not about you anymore. It's about the people that supports you and how they feel about you. If you want to maintain their high respect, then need to acknowledge them. It's not about pagod ka. It's how your fans saw you and thought of you na ba, ay, si Bakla, sumad magpa-picture, sumad magpa-ganito, diba?
Is road, ganon.
Oo. She's road.
So road.
Alright, so, I'm gonna wrap this up already. Any final thoughts with regards on this kind of celebrity? Tenshi.
Sana okay lang tayo. Kasi, yun nga, if you're going to be celebrity, public property kayo. So, naintindihan ko na, yes, you have personal space. Pero, yun nga, try to say things nice na lang if you don't want attention for that moment. And that would work.
Yes. Totally, that would work. Stay at home. Ikaw, Ice.
I promise that if I become a celebrity, I will
Naka-record to,
I will not show my face anywhere. So, there won't be any allegations of being rude or whatnot. And I think the joke. Pero yun, I mean, in my opinion, they have their own personalities. However, they manage those kinds of situations is up to them. And I just hope if they handle it not that well, it's their thing.
Bigla kang nawawala. Ano ba, Ice? Bigla, hindi yung pag-halimbawa yung nagsasalita tapos biglang nawawala. Bigla ka yung last words ng sentence mo, kinakain mo. Busog ka na, Ice? Busog ka?
Actually, gutom na.
Ay, nakakawawang bata.
Ikaw, Jazz, last words.
Wag naman last words, mother. Gusto ko pa, umabot ng charot.
Utang ino.
Gaga.
Sa akin, last words sa mga celebrities yun, keep it up. Let's be rude. Ganon. Hindi, I mean, for the celebrities naman, yun. Yung sabi mo, find the right PA or road manager or publicist. Kasi hindi talaga 24/7 okay. For the fans naman, I get it that you're dying to meet your idol or have a picture of them. Pero be sensitive din kung anong state of mind ng idol mo kasi like you, just an ordinary person, hindi rin sila okay 24/7. So be sensitive din. Yun
that's
lang.
That's so true. That's for me. That's true. Kasi parang it's not about if you're a celebrity, we understand that you're human, and that's cool with us. That makes you more how do you call that? Authentic, and that makes you more relatable to people. However, just like what Jazz said, ganun, vice versa yan eh. Ganun din kasi ang mga normal people eh, na they're just being true to themselves. If they feel offended with what you did, with something that you did, then you have to take that. Ganun na lang. Kahit na magmukha na tayong baliw. Ako nga mukha na nga akong baliw eh. Habang naglalakad ako at habang naka-headset ako, nakangiti ako eh, kasi baka mamaya you'll never know if you're making someone else's day brighter with a smile. Right? So, fake it na lang, kahit na fake na lang, okay na lang. Basta nakangiti ka lang para hindi ka masabihang rude. Diba? Kasi lagi ka naka-resting bitch face. Diba?
Don't forget to follow us at Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And please be sure to rate us so we can continue to grow. A Cup of Coffee Podcast is available in Instagram at @acupofcoffee_ph and on TikTok at @acupofcoffee_Sam. A Cup of Coffee Podcast is created by Mama Sam Media.